Tov, good morning. We have the schus of being here with base measure Shel Tzvi, Chav Ches Tishrei. It's the yahrzeit of my shver, Chami, my father-in-law, Nata ben Beryl HaKohen, Nati Rabinowitz, Nolad, born 1908, 1908, ונפטר ב-1985. חנה, כמה שנים זה?
כבר 40 שנה.
40 אחותי עבודור. נולד בווילקמר, בליטא, זה קרוב לווילנה, נכון?
נכון.
ולפני הבר מצווה שלו, before he was bar mitzvah, when he was in fact he was bar mitzvah on a ship. He was sent by his parents from Vilkamir to South Africa because as we study this Kol Hashir Hazeh, Lamadnu Machane Yisrael, Chavetz Chaim Da'ag al Ele Sheitgaisu, they were conscripted to the Russian army and they lost their religion, they assimilated. So to avoid that, they sent their children, he actually got Ben Mitzvah on the boat.
They didn't have a copy of Machane Yisrael.
Didn't have a copy of Machane Yisrael in those days, right? And he eventually married Lorna, Leah, and the father of my dear wife Hannah and Dov, and he dedicated his life for others. As you said, in terms of food, what did you say? What's that famous quote, Ann?
Many more meal times than meals.
He had many more meal times than meals.
When they were children. And so when he was an adult, he would never take seconds until he was sure all the kids had had enough.
Okay. And on his matzeva is written, Ki chapayim bar levav b'chayav, tov v'chesed, radef b'chol ma'asav, amal be'emunah rabbah kol yamav. He was, right?
Yep, I got it backwards.
Okay, I'm reading, took notes. And I'm going to put you on the spot, young lady, as usual. I'm going to ask you, give us a memory, maybe a specific act or something that you remember of your dear father.
Well, I have to say that
Loud, so we could all hear you.
when they were children, they used to have to hide in the snow from the Russian soldiers. When they saw the soldiers coming, they would duck under the snow quickly so that they wouldn't see them. That's how they grew up, and with more meal times than meals, which was real. I mean, the family was selling esrogim, but then came the pogroms, and they all had to run.
Tell me how terrible the Russians, the Nazis were, that they killed your grandmother, Chana, how they killed Chana.
You asked me about my father, so what I'm going to tell you is that I'll come to my grandmother and I won't keep you long. Because of that, I can tell you that when he grew up, the family was everything. Each person was so precious because of the way he lost his parents and his brothers in the Shoah. And my very fond memories are of him holding the grandchildren. Like that was his everything, the grandkids. You know, it's just that the Dorot came.
Which brings me to the fact that you and I get a mazel tov, because yesterday Chav Zayin Tishrei was born to Baruch Hillel and to Rachel Eliza, a wonderful daughter. So that's our Baruch Hashem in that family. Another daughter, Baruch Hashem, and most probably this morning will be named. We'll find out.
I don't know. He may wait till Shabbos.
Okay, whatever it is, and Kain Yirbu, and it's, as we said, this year is Tafshin Pei Vav Tehei Shna Puravu. So it's a good siman. Unfortunately, I hate to say that with whatever ceasefire, whatever hafsakadesh, or whatever peace there was, we lost two kadoshim yesterday. Iti Yavitz ben Esrim Echad, Toshav Modi'in, both of them were from Modi'in, and Yaniv Kula ben Esrim V'Sheish. So, unfortunately, they were in Rafiach, and there was a B'Kiyat Nuntet B'Rafiach. There was a Neged tank. And unfortunately the number is 9 I don't know.
They were in the tank, the two.
Yeah, that's what I hear. 968, could that be? 918. 918, right? Since the beginning of the war.
950, not so long
Okay,
ago.
so it's 918 since the beginning of the war. That's how many we lost. And, okay, so we really have to say our Tehillim for we should be thankful for those who are born. We should remember those who are gone. And the Kedoshim, we should have a schus, for my father-in-law and all these wonderful, all our soldiers and psuim should have a refuah. The only way to enforce us is Tehillim, not Tehillim, not Tehillim. Here we go. It's Chaf Aleph. Here we go. And I have I keep looking for different Mizmorei, Tehillim, Zamrei, Tehillim. Here we go with Chaf Aleph. Achenu, Kol Beis Yisrael. Achenu, Kol Beis Yisrael. Hanesunim Mitzara, Matzara Uvashivya. Omdim Ben Bayamuhu, Ben Bayabasha. Hamahakom Yerachem, Yerachem Aleim, Yotziei Mitzara. Lerevacha, Nefeil Eliora. Omishibad Ligaula, Bagala, Ovizman Karim. V'nomar Amen. Ruma Hashem B'uzecha, Erheb Zich, Ribbon Shalom. Erheb is to raise. Ruma, Erheb.
Hebon.
Hebon. The Ribbon Shalom, die Rishoyim, mit seinen Starkheit zu strafen. The Rishoyim, strafen we already know is to punish. Strafen the Rishoyim und der Malt, Nashir und Zamra. Wel mehr singen und leben. Gvurasach, fahr dein Gvurs, was hast bestraft die Rishoyim und geholfen fahr die Yidden. Okay, that's the Yiddish for today. And we wait with bated breath to hear Tzvi's list. And today is the yahrzeit of Reb Shmuel Landa of Beis Din Prague. Remember, this is Chavchet Tishrei. And I do want to say that we met someone who has something to do with your pants. His name is Malkiel Ben Esther, and we wish him a zivug. He's listening here, Malkiel. We're mentioning you, that you should have a zivug noeh. And since we're on that topic, I might mention all the other zivugin noeh. Shalom ben Bela, Yehudis bas Chana Rachel, Yaakov ben Rus, Avram Shalom ben Rachel, Tamar bas Zipporah, and you just got another name.
Elkanah ben Rut.
Elkanah ben Rut. I'll have to add that to my list. Okay, he should have a zivug as Malkiel said. He invited us to his wedding. He says he did. He said we're going to dance. So Mirz Hashem Tzvi and I will show up there. Bli neder.
You have to find the Makala.
What?
You have to find the Makala.
Yeah, I figured, first make the invitation, then find the kala, Isn't that what happened 30 days before we were born? Kadosh Baruch already invited
40 days.
40 days, you see that? I tried to make it a little earlier.
What is that he has over there?
Okay.
Can you see his? Can you see his screen?
No.
There's something very strange on the screen.
Where? Which screen?
Huh?
Where?
In this car.
Oh, that's car I can't see.
It looks like some sort of a sophisticated street map.
What is it? A street map?
But something very unusual.
Okay.
I never saw something like that.
Well, he's got a...
Tesla.
That's right.
I wonder if it comes with the car or if it's his own.
Don't know.
They wanted to put this year in Torah Anytime. I said, I don't know, think we have too much of our little discussions here. Anyway, it's all right. Sichas Chulin. Ephraim Zalman ben Naphtali Hirsch Shor, and also Nachman Tzvi ben Yitzchak Halevi Epstein Kalamaya, and Avram ben Shlomo Avichter, or Avichter. We're going to hear about all of them. I think we'll go with Shmayahu's first. I picked the other ones. Shmuel Landau ben Yecheskel Halevi Nolad ב-1750. Shmayahu, אני מצאתי את זה. והוא רק הזכיר את יום הפטירה. ב-1834 נפטר. הוא היה בנו של הבעל נודי ביהודה. Nodi Yehuda was Yecheskel Landau. And Shnei Achiv היו רב ינקבל שהתגורר בהמבורג ובברוידי וישרו מפראג שהוציא בעילום שם את קיצור מצוות רמב"ם עם תרגום יידיש. רב שמואל לא נבחר כממלא מקום של אביו אחרי פטירתו, אלא עוסק במסחר עם מרגליות ואבנים טובות. He worked on 47th Street, most probably, jewelry.
I wonder if his father was disappointed about that.
Wait, רק אחר כך כמה זמן היה לדיין, ואחר כך, we're talking about אחר פטירתו anyway. אחר כך אב בית דין בפראג. He took over על כיסא אביו. He eventually took over his father's place. מסופר שאביו, רבי יחזקאל לנדאו, לא הכריז חרם על ביאור. Oh, this, I remember I've said it to Shiurim already. It's already 2 years I've said this yahrzeit. You know who the Bior? He's Sifrei Mem Mem. He could put down Mem Mem. He didn't want to write down who it is. Who you want to guess? He's talking about Sifrei Mem Mem, Moshe Mendelssohn. So, in other words, why did he mention, he didn't put a cherem against the Be'ur, which was written by Moshe Mendelssohn. Why? Ki Reb Shmuel Hofia ke'echad mea prenumerenzing. Pei Reish Ayin Nun Vav Mem Reish Nun Dalid Yud Nin. Frenumerendin. So I looked it up. Frenumerendin is subscriber. So since he was a subscriber of Be'ur, he didn't put in Cherem, his son. Anyway, Rav Shmuel Chatam B'shnat 1799 al Cherem neged ha-Frankistim. Who were the Frankistim? Do you remember? Yaakov Frank was claimed he was a Gilgal of Shabtai Tzvi, and they had a group called the Frankistim. So he put a Cherem against them. בשנת 1820 היה רב שמואל מהחתומים על דרישה לשפץ את שני השערים של הרוב היהודי בפראג. So he got involved in community matters. רב שמואל חיבר את הספר השאלס התשובס שיבת ציון. מה זה שיבס? ראשי תיבוס תשובס שמואל בן יחזקאל לציון. בגמטריה יחזקאל, לכבוד אביו.
Again?
Here we go. Shivas Sion. Shivas is Rashi Tevos
Right.
Tuf, Shuvos, Shin, Shmuel, Beis, Ben, Yecheskel, Yud, and Vitzion. Vitzion, that's Shivas. Sion. Okay, it's the Tzaddik of Sion. And the Gematria is Yecheskel Lechavod Aviv. I don't know what the Gematria is of all of them. Comes out to Yecheskel? I don't know. It doesn't really. Sion, maybe. Okay, Sion is Gematria Yecheskel. Does that make sense? Let's do that.
It's 156. He knows 156.
Your request is...
Okay. Oh, Pujo, we got it already. We don't need you.
156.
Okay.
And Shivas?
No. I think it was Sion and Yecheskel. Sion.
Just the word Sion 156. Yecheskel?
Yecheskel is
Yud Ches.
is 18, 17, 25, 125, and plus 31.
156.
Okay, that's it. Sion. It comes out. וכמה מדרשות הודפסו בספרים דורש ציון, אהבת ציון של אביו. פה הוציא גם ביחד עם אחיו ינקבל את המהדורה תנינה of the Noda Yehuda. If you ever studied Noda Yehuda, you always knew there was a Mahadura Tanina, the second edition. Okay, we're closing into 5 Diskin, and before we leave, we're going to ask a question today. Do you have anything, Ilhat?
I did it at 11:30 last night.
Awesome.
Just to not
be Yotze.
Not to lose that
To lose your
streak.
and you did okay, or you don't remember?
I really don't remember. I did, but I did.
You are definitely excused if it was
I did
11:30 at
that.
night.
I almost forgot this thing because it's not attached to wires. You see, I got this. The other one, I actually had Tchias Mason. Remember that Moshe who was in our car yesterday?
Oh, I saw Yuval this morning
Yeah.
at the coffee stand.
And
So I said to him
about Moshe Sharabani?
No, I said to him, מה חזרת? אז הוא אמר לי, כן, כבר חודשיים.
Oh, Mr. Vev, who
אחראי.
lo achrayi. I know, I saw Yuval too. But I wanted to tell you about Moshe, the one who we had sat behind us. Remember yesterday we had a passenger and you dropped him off in the Shari Chesed?
Right.
I went to this fantastic store if you need any fixing of phones on the Davidka. There are different phones. I went to one store and he referred me to this Hanan, and he fixed my phone, which was impossible for nothing.
iPod, not your phone.
The iPod.
Which store is it?
It's I have the address and I have the card in case you ever need it. And yesterday, my battery, everything, it couldn't function at all. Again, I met Moshe. Moshe was there. He's a chaver, and I insisted on paying him this time because he most probably wouldn't. But he did magic. He has a Mason phone, so you should know. And others can imagine. I went to one store and he said, you better go 3 stores down, which is very nice.
Very nice.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, Neshamas Oham and Aliyah, we should have Shir Simchas. And well, listen, I don't know what's going to happen. What's going to be with this, we're getting pressure.
Himdu.
What?
Himdu or
Yeshua, thank you so much.
And we understand that you were beautiful. What was it? You were yesterday's occasion when you went down south?
Chanukat Beit HaKnesset.
Chanukat Beit HaKnesset. Wow. And was it Netzach Yehuda, or was there a specific Gvir? No, I know, but was it a specific Gvir who did it? Did he show up himself there?
Of course.
Who was? Who?
Ira Smedra.
Wow.
From L.A.
From L.A. And an entire shul, Beit Knesset.
Hey, who she pates it? Beautiful.
Who she pates.
Beautiful.
And you were there. On the border with Gaza, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Machane Erez.
Machane Erez. Okay.
Matak Erez it's called.
Okay. Anyway, I know saying my wife, Koach.
Amen.
Okay. Gonna take. I got a laugh out of you. Okay, here we go. We're continuing this year. Okay. And I have, of course, I haven't the chus to, to have the bias with us, and heading towards to continue the shir. It happens to be pretty brisk today. I don't want to be too personal, but I'll let you know that I have gatkes on. First time a shechianu. I have a gatkes, a thermal undershirt. So look, gatkes doesn't only have to be down there; it can be up there also. Okay, we're in the middle. No problem. No problem. I don't need my towels back. Okay. Shalom Zalham Aliyah. We're learning for his chus. Reb Shmuel Lacham Neged Hishtadlut HaReformim L'Shanot Et Tzvat HaTfilah L'Germanit Al Af Shel Shulchan Aruch Matir Tfilah B'chol Lashon B'Melchama Zu Lachu Chelek Rabbi Akiva Eiger Hasam Sofer Chavas Das Melissa Reb Mordechai Bennett Od Rabbi Akiva Eiger Asa V'Ferish V'Im Katztem Eina Mevinim Lashon HaKodesh Lo Hirgil B'neiim Ba Zil Ba'atzma Ra Umar Ma'od Levazot L'Shonenu Ashchil Otam Achrei Goyim Asher Lo Yilmedu Otam Levneihem L'Chasam Sofer Katav Ve'im Noshim Ktanim Eina Mevinim Yatrichu La'avinam L'Lamdam Lashon HaKodesh She'afilu L'Shonas HaGoyim Lomdim Ve'ech Lo Yinahag Havod Zeh La'Hashem Elokeinu. So you can see it's a beautiful thing that in Eretz Yisrael Lashon HaKodesh is the Sfat HaEm, is the official language. Rav Shmuel Yatsa b'drashato b'Parag b'shnat 1816 b'Hazar la'Avos she'it'atzmu l'lamed b'neihem atfila u'mikra b'Lashon HaKodesh v'zeh tehi ha'emuna tkua b'libam. Rav Shmuel Lando roeh b'safa ivrit sod kiyum am Yisrael b'artzot nechar hu kotev kol chachmei umot matmihim Al Bnei Yisrael asher zeh koru l'shnei alafim shana hein begalut v'kama dorot asher nirdafu rabot v'nidchu middechi el dechi v'ayam so'er alehem b'tzorot rabot b'chol zot nitkaima uma Yisraelit asher lo kein b'shar umot asher nishkach zichronam v'tamid kishegavra uma achat al uma acheret nitpatel v'nitmacheh shema mitachat haaretz v'ein zikaron rishonim V'chacham HaTzarfati Montesquieu Mevayer v'noten tam l'shevach shekia ma'uma Yisraelit al asher echziku gam begalotam et Lashon HaKodesh. L'chein achai al tiru v'chalila lanu l'shanot minhagei Yisrael asher lo l'chinam hitkinu chazal להתפלל בלשון קודש וללמוד מקרא בלשון הקודש. אוי לנו שכך עלתה בימינו שיהודים קלי הדת עותרים חדרה להרחיק את בני ישראל מעיקר התורה. Okay, and we have today's yard site of Ephraim Zalman ben Naftali Hirsch Shor, שנפטר ב-1633, היה מגדול הרבנים בפולין, בתחילת כיהן כאב בית דין בשברנין, ואחר כך רבה של בריסק, והקים ישיבה. הוא חיבר את הספר תבואות שור. היום זה גם כן היורצייט של נחמן צבי בן יצחק הלוי אפסטין קלמיה, שנולד ב-1749 ונפטר ב-1830, עמד אצל יצחק שור, רבה של גבידריץ, יחד עם בעל כסוס החושן בעת לימודו בתסמניץ. ב-1795 התמנה לרבה של קלמיה. היום זה גם כן היורצייט של אברהם בן שלמה אביחזר, שנולד ב-1866 ונפטר ב-1944, נולד באלג'יריה. ב-1871 עלה לירושלים, למד בבית מדרש דורש ציון, ב-1908 התמנה לרבה של אלכסנדריה in Egypt. ב-1928 חזר לירושלים, התמנה ראש רבני עדת המוגרבית וגר ברוממה. ב-1936 היה חבר מועצת רבנית הראשית. עד כאן היורצייטים של היום, כ"ח תשרי. אנחנו מתחילים פרק י"ב בנדחי ישראל, בו יבואר גודל החיוב לקבוע עיתים לתורה. It's important to set signs, like we have right now our shir. Every morning, or for those, when you get up, after your davening, you listen to the shir. Mi she'ein lo pnai l'lmod Torah. What happens if you don't have time to set aside bitzmidas? Mechuyav al kol panim likboa lo itim leTorah, should set aside certain times the Torah. Shechein amru Chazal b'shah shemachnisim adam ledin. After 120 years, this Gemara Shoalim Nasata v'natata b'emuna. Did you masa b'matan? Did you deal in your business faithfully, honestly? And then it says kavati itim l'Torah. Did you set aside specific times to learn Torah? Afilim hayani b'yoser. If he was even a terrible and very impoverished, with Torah, and involved fully in making a living. Gam came achiv l'kvua itim l'Torah kedamrinan. First of all, we mentioned Shabbos Lamed Aleph. Lamed Aleph is where we talk about. They ask you the three questions: Nasata and Sata be'emuna, Kavati itim l'Torah, and Yuradei Simech Reish Mem Vav. And then Yuma, Lamed Hey Amid Beis, the Gemara, there's a whole thing which we're going to continue with tomorrow. This is the Gemara which is all quoted in full in the Nidchei Yisrael, Perikid Beis. Tana Rabbanan, Ani v'Asher, Rasha, Bain Ledin. A poor person, a rich person, and an evil person come to be judged after 120 years. V'Ani Omrim Lo Mipnei Ma Lo Asak B'Torah. And to a poor person said, why didn't you have time to set aside time to learn Torah? Omer, Ani, Hayisi, he said, Ani Hayisi, he says, I was poor. Omrim Lo, Klum Hayisa, Ani Yoser Mi Hillel Zaken. Were you any more impoverished than Hillel Zaken? Amr Allah al Hillel Zaken. What did they say about Hillel Zaken? B'chol yom v'yom haya mishtaker b'trefik. He would work every day and earn chatzi dinar. And from that chatzi dinar, chetzav natan l'shomer beis hamedrash. Half of his daily salary he would give to the watchman of the shul or the yeshiva where he would study. Why? In the Sugrayim, in parentheses, the Chavetz Chaim says, beis hamedrash shalem b'sada. It was in the middle of nowhere, and it needed in a field, and it needed someone to watch over it, a watchman. Chesi leparnas also, and have to support his family. Parnasas anshe beso. Pam achas lo matzah lishtaker. One day he couldn't earn a living. V'lo hinichu shomer bebeis medrash kanesa, and the watchman would not let him come into the beis medrash. So what did Hillel do? Ola v'nitla v'yashav al pi aruba. He went on the roof and he suspended himself near the chimney, kidei lishmoa divrei Elokim chayim, so he could hear the Torah given mipi Shmaya v'avtalion. Amro also ayom erev Shabbos. This was on a Friday. Hayav teves ayan. It was in the middle of the winter. V'yored olav shelig min hashamayim, and that evening snow fell from heaven. V'kiso, and covered him completely. Kivin she'olah aman hashachar, when it came to the morning, amalei shmayel avtalion achi b'chol yom abayis meir v'yom ofel shama yom mu'unan. what's going on? We can't see what's going on. To be continued tomorrow, of course. We'll know that Hillel fell and actually covered the skylight, so it was dark, and they realized someone was up there, so they had to check to see what was going on. And of course, they found Hillel, who was frozen, and he was there covered with snow. He was so poor that he couldn't even afford the money to go into the Beis Medrash. With that, Chaim Tovim l'kulam.